隠してた感情が悲鳴を上げてる確かな違いを手に
After tearing apart the Japanese box office, Sao Ordinal Scale came to US theaters last night, and I decided to go spread the word of Silica best. So let's get to the anime staff disagreeing with me. After author Reki Karahawa finished the original draft of Ordinal Scale's script, producer Kashiwata Shinichiro said 2 words at the script meeting that changed Karahawa's original draft completely. More Asuna. Due to those 2 words, Karahawa changed the film's scenario to depict in detail Kirito and Asuna's relationship. Karahawa even stated that it's due to producer Kashiwata that Asuna's role in the film became much more significant. So if you're on the Asuna side of the debate, you have Kashiwata to thank for her increased screen time. While producer Kashiwata just wanted to solidify his position of Asuna as best girl, which is wrong, director Tamahiko Ito wasn't satisfied with Karahawa's first manuscript either, and stated there wasn't enough antagonists. So, following director Ito's proposal, Eiji was born. Director Ito actually created a character. Talking about new characters, Ordinal Scale's new original poster character Yuna was actually confirmed by staff at an event presentation to be inspired by Avril Lavigne. Thankfully, Yuna wasn't entirely inspired by her, because Yuna's music was actually good. The chief animation director of the film, Shingo Adachi, supervised up to 2/3 of the entire movie's cuts. He even handled every trailer and promotional video himself, handling key animation and supervising them. Although almost expected of him, Shingo also personally handled every poster and still that was shown for advertising. He stated that he took this upon himself because no matter how good a film is, if there's no one at the theater, then there's no one there to appreciate it. So he tends to think of his real work as those promotional materials. Ordinal Scale is the first late-night anime to rank number 1 in both weekend attendance and weekend box office receipt totals, selling about 308,000 tickets for a total of 420 million yen. That makes Sao Ordinal Scale only the second anime film in general to do the same after Makoto Shinkai's Your Name. Yuki Kaijura doesn't need much of an introduction with names like Madoka Magica, Fate Zero, and Sora Online, filling out her already inimitable discography. But she stated that for her work on Ordinal Scale, she composed the songs imagining what kind of music she'd listen to if she herself was a player. Director Ito also specifically asked for more electronical songs, since the AR world would be best described by that sort of score. Talking about AR, you don't have to be a Sakuga nerd to tell that Ordinal Scale looks different from the original TV series. That's because the director of photography changed to Kentaro Awaki, whose influenced direction of photorealistic art from his work at Ufotable on God Eater works very well for Ordinal Scale's augmented reality theme, as stated by director Ito. Although Chief AD Shingo Adachi didn't have the chance to do much key animation from scratch himself, he did make the time to handle specific key animation at the end of the film because director Ito said he was the one he trusted most with those ending scenes. Easily being one of the best animated action films to come out recently, SAO took its best possible form with 10 high-profile action animation directors. Most significantly, the returning talents of the TV series, Takahiro Shikama and Ryoto Yanagi, and the new to the franchise but highly respected for their skills, and I kind of love them a lot, displayed on other series, Sejun Kim and Naoki Kabayashi, and also the rest on the screen right now. Which isn't to place them lower than those 4, but I would prefer to not continue mispronouncing names. And speaking of the spectacular production, infamously talented animators from around the industry ended up doing cuts for Ordinal Scale, but the one that caught my attention and had me bumping in my chair was the final climactic fight. Nozomu Abe's beautiful articulation of action is easily spottable by anyone that's delved into his background, but Abe went further than anything else for the climax to the film. The long celebratory cut that brought the Ordinal Scale's fight to a close was entirely done by Abe, and it couldn't have possibly ended on a stronger note.